Hi everybody, welcome back to my AP Physics 1 playlist. Today we are going to be starting the first unit in AP Physics, Kinematics. So what is kinematics? Kinematics is the study of motion, the study of how things move. In kinematics we deal with five main quantities: distance, displacement, speed, velocity, and acceleration. Okay, so let's start with distance and displacement. Distance versus displacement. So what's the difference between distance and displacement? A lot of people don't know. Today, a lot of people think of it as the same thing and use the term interchangeably, but that's not totally accurate. So distance is the amount of ground that you covered, um, the amount of position that you covered. And displacement is the net change in position. So what exactly does this mean? Let me kind of explain it with a physical example. So we have this guy, and he's on a running track. He's a runner, okay? And he's starting at this point, and he's just going to run around the track this way, okay? And by the way, the track is 100 meters all the way around, okay? So he's just going to run all the way, right, back to where he started, right there. Okay, so now try to pause the video and figure out what is the runner's distance, what is the distance that he covered, and what is his displacement. All right, so pause the video and see if you can figure that out. All right, so if you're coming back, the distance that the runner covered is going to be 100 meters. You probably figured that out. But the displacement, here's what gets interesting. The displacement is different. The displacement is actually going to be 0 meters. So why is that? Let me explain. So remember, displacement is the net change in position. Okay, so that means that it is going to be position x1 or 2, sorry, minus x1. So in this case, what is x2? Well, 0 meters, because it's exactly where the runner started. And x1, the starting place, is 0 meters. So x2 minus x1 equals 0 meters. And that's the displacement. And the distance is a lot more straightforward. It's just how much distance you covered. So it's going to be 100 meters. Pretty simple. All right, so another thing to note is that distance is a scalar quantity. So that means that it has a magnitude, but not necessarily direction. So it doesn't really matter which way you go, north, east, south, west, left, right. Wherever you go, the distance is going to be the same as long as you travel the same length, right? The same magnitude. And displacement is a little bit different because it has a direction. It's a vector quantity. So if this guy goes the other way, right, instead of this way, if he starts running the other way, his displacement is going to be negative. Let's do another physical example, all right? So I live right here, okay? My house, and my friend lives over here, all right? This is not drawn to scale, by the way. 4 blocks to the right and 3 blocks north of me, okay? So what is the distance and what is the displacement? Try to pause your video and figure it out yourself. Okay, so if you're coming back, the distance that he traveled is going to be 4 plus 3 equals 7. He traveled 7 blocks. Okay? But if you want to find the displacement, you find the most efficient path, the net change in position. So that's from here to here. And in order to find that, we need to do the Pythagorean theorem. So square root of 4 squared plus 3 squared equals 5. Our total displacement is 5. So that's distance and displacement.